I was only 8 when I learned how to cook, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. By 10, I was helping raise children that were not mine. At 11, I stopped playing because play didn't fit into survival. I grew up fast. People called me mature, wise, and strong. But deep inside, I was just a little boy who wanted to be seen, held, allowed to cry, and be a child. Now, decades later, as a child psychologist and a parent, I see this same story repeating itself in homes, schools, and screens. Children today are growing up even faster than I did. And it's not because they're geniuses or leaders, it's because their childhood is being stolen. If you're a parent watching this, please hear me. I know you love your child, but love isn't always enough. We have to be conscious, present, aware. That's why I created this video, to help you recognize the signs, the damage, and the healing. This is the psychology of a child who grew too fast. My story, your story, our children's story. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 1. What it really means when a child grows up too fast. 2. How we, often unintentionally, rush our children out of their innocence. 3. The heartbreaking link between early maturity and social vices. 4. How to rewind the damage with practical tools and proven science. 5. And how you, yes you, can be the parent who helps restore your child's stolen childhood. Section 1. What does it mean to grow up too fast? Let me be honest. As a child, I wore responsibility like a badge, but inside I was scared, confused, always alert. I was praised for my maturity, but no one saw the price I paid for it. That's what happens when a child is adultified too early. They become emotionally responsible for everyone but themselves. They stop playing, they stop dreaming, they become little adults in survival mode. Science backs this up. The Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry reports that children exposed to adult-level stressors early in life develop increased anxiety, emotional numbness, delayed identity development, and are more prone to risky behaviors in adolescence. This isn't growth, this is damage. Section 2. How childhood is being stolen, sometimes by us. Let's talk about the thieves of childhood. 1. Parentification. I've lived this. When children become caregivers, peacekeepers, or emotional support systems for adults, they skip vital stages of development. It often starts innocently. Help your younger sibling. You're the man of the house now. You're too big to cry. But these phrases rob children of their right to be vulnerable. 2. Technology and media. Our kids are watching influencers before they even understand real life. They're learning about sex, violence, and status before they've learned empathy. And sadly, many of us are too busy to monitor. 3. Academic pressure. We're pushing them to become doctors and CEOs at 8. No time to play, no space to fail, just perform. I've seen children cry over B grades, not because they care, but because they fear they're not enough. 4. Cultural pressure. In many African and traditional households, we confuse respect with silence. We praise children who don't talk back, but we don't teach them how to express pain. The child learns to please, not to feel. Section 3. The result. Social vices and lost selves. When a child's soul is compressed, it leaks through behavior. We begin to see teenage rebellion, secret addictions, phones, porn, gambling, substances, early pregnancies, depression, violent outbursts, even suicidal thoughts. Not because they are bad, but because they are breaking inside. And guess what? Many of them are only 12, 13, 14. A recent WHO report revealed that adolescent mental health crises have tripled in the last decade, especially in nations where childhood is rushed. Section 4. How to restore what's been stolen, from my heart to your home. If you've made mistakes as a parent, so have I. There were times I shouted instead of listening, times I told my kids to man up because that's all I knew. But I've learned, and I'm still learning. Here's what works. Not just in theory, but in my life and in the families I work with. 1. Slow down together. Childhood has no rewind button, but healing does. Take walks, sit together, laugh, be present, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day. 2. Let them play without purpose. Not everything needs to be educational. Let them build blocks, climb trees, sing off key. Play is therapy for a tired soul. 3. Speak to the child, not the behavior. Instead of asking, "Why did you do that?" ask, "What are you feeling inside?" Behavior is the language of unmet needs. 4. Tell your story. Let them know you had pain too, but make sure they don't carry your burden. Transparency without transfer. 5. Get help if you need it. You don't have to fix everything alone. Counseling saved me, and it can save you and your child too. Practical homework. Tonight, ask your child this question. If I could change one thing to make you feel safer or freer at home, what would it be? Then listen, no judgment, no fixing. Just hold space. You'll be amazed at what they reveal. Your child doesn't need a perfect version of you. They need the real you, loving, learning, and showing up again and again. You can stop the cycle. You can give your child the childhood you never had. You can create a new story for them and for yourself. And to the child still living inside you, the one who grew up too fast, you deserved better. You still do. It's never too late to heal. Let's raise children who can play, fail, rest, explore, and still become strong, kind, and whole adults.